Replay.
Look, I don't think he's coming, so we really need to start the podcast now. It's a real shame too. Hi, and you're listening to... Oh, just in the nick of time.
Kept you waiting, huh? This is Snake, introducing a brand new episode of the Start Replay podcast with Josh, Ben, and Tom. So pay some damn attention.
That's right, dear listeners. When Snake tells you to pay attention, you do it. You are listening to episode 19 of the Start Replay podcast. I'm Josh Ball, editor-in-chief at startreplay.com, and you are listening to a couple of people in the room tonight. One who is a regular, I'd like to say, Ben Seward. Say hello, Ben.
Howdy.
As elaborate as always. And we are also joined by a very special guest. He runs a rival gaming podcast called Ready Game Fire.
No, we're all friends. We're all friends. It's just
yeah, sure.
It's just a bit of fun.
Sure, whatever you say. And his name is Chris Fox.
I've already planted the bomb here.
Thanks,
Chris, it's lovely to have you here finally after 18 episodes.
Yeah, well, it's nice to be here. Thanks very much for the invite.
No, you're very welcome. Not a problem.
I mean, I've just about got over Tom not being here.
Yeah. Well, of course, we have to address the elephant that's not in the room today, and that is Tom Dayton.
I love you, Tom.
Sadly, that does mean that Tom won't be hosting his Magic Minute this episode, but do rest assured that either myself or Ben or even Chris will be replacing
What?
his work.
We didn't talk about
We didn't talk about this off air. You sprung this on me.
Well, sometimes I spring things on people. It happens. You'll get used to it.
Like, you just sprung your batarang on me
Yeah.
a minute ago.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah. That's
Right.
a euphemism for something else, isn't it, Chris?
Right in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Oh my goodness. So yes, Chris, do tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Hello.
Yourself. Yourself.
Yeah,
Plural.
I only bought one of me today.
You do have multiple, personalities.
Yeah. Well, the medication has sorted that out temporarily. I mean, it's never a permanent fix.
Good.
But they don't buy in conversations anymore. So that's the best I can hope for. But yes, thanks.
Right.
I'm 28 years old. I like video games.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked at a few video game companies. I've done some freelance writing.
Cool.
Did a podcast, ReadyGameFire.co.uk.
No, please feel free to
No,
paste yourself all over the podcast.
But I'm here flying the Start Replay flag today. I mean, if this was like a sports day,
yeah,
I'd be one of the relay
cool
bits.
Relay.
Yeah.
Replay.
I'm ready for the baton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start relay. Yeah.
Start relay.
Yeah. What's your stance on gay propaganda, though? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Because, like, at the moment, you're not sure if it depends on where you are. Like, can you bring it up? Can you not bring it up?
Yeah.
But Start Replay says okay to gay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. Anyway, so far I've bought dick jokes, brought up the gay thing, and racism.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I might as well just leave now because I've hit all the three big things I wanted to.
Cool. Well, you could sit in the corner and just stay quiet.
Sit in the corner, just think about Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, where are you, Tom? God. Oh.
Well, if the gods are with us tonight, hopefully he'll get sent home early from work and will join us halfway through or near the end.
He can take my seat. I'll be his seat. I'll sort of crouch down. He can sit on me. Anything,
Cool.
Anything to serve my leash. He's brilliant.
Tom, if you're listening to this, then I'm sorry in advance because you are missing out on something that's quite special.
And I'm here. You're
that's
not.
Love that you don't get at the moment. But don't worry, Tom. We love you too. Sometimes.
When you're not here.
So yes, of course, we had David Hayter provide his rendition. I say his rendition. Goodness me, we had Snake on the podcast, guys.
Right here on the Metal Gear Solid podcast.
Yeah, the Metal Gear Solid Start Replay podcast.
Because that was the working title that you must have had for the podcast.
Well, kind of, yeah. I've actually just centred it at the moment more around our main topic, which is about horror. And bringing back horror, but I think actually the Donut Cast or the Snake Donut, something about snakes and donuts or Metal Gear Solid and donuts.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I hope that you got him to record some sort of automated message for when you come home. Hey Josh, it's me,
Josh,
Snake, and you are a wonderful, terrific person.
I'm sure I can rearrange the words that he's already said. It'll be like, oh, kept you waiting, huh? And then it'll
shower.
Be, oh. Yeah.
Hey Josh, you look great today.
Yeah, oh God, I'd love to be woken up by that.
Who wouldn't? Woo! Only second only to being woken up by. Yeah, you guessed it, Tom.
Yeah, you got it. You
Tom
hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, Tom screaming is one of the best things to wake up to.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
also quite good.
I bet he can make. I bet he could make screaming sounds.
He can squeal like a pig.
Did he? Was they? Sorry, I mean, sometimes things happen in life, and you're not. And you think, should I bring that up? Did I hallucinate that?
Yeah.
Did I fall asleep briefly and slip into a dream, or did Tom? I don't know how else to say this. Did he pull out a small flute and play a song on it?
That is pre-recorded, but it is him. Yeah.
He does it all the time. We're playing a game,
and
he starts strumming or playing an instrument.
Yeah, as you can probably tell from the little song at the end of our podcast as well, we're quite a musical group.
I thought it was Mr. Tumnus has sort of strolled in and...
No.
Yeah, well...
No. He's
like
quite a musical talent.
Well, is there anything he can't do? The answer is no. There is not anything he can't do, because he can do everything. Tom.
Tom makes up at least 90% of our listenership, so I'm sure he's going to be listening to this.
He listens to it over and over.
And over.
When we started out,
and over.
It was just Tom getting us our traffic.
And over.
He would reload the page all day long.
Before we go on to news, let's talk about what we've been playing. Chris, I'll let you start as your guest today, and I'm just going to take this lovely raspberry-filled jam donut. A plain one.
Yes.
Oh, so you're both going to be paying attention to what I'm saying?
Yes,
course.
we are.
When would we not?
Because as soon as you take that bite, there it is. Yeah, his eyes have closed, and now you're just... I know what you're doing is sailing down it's like you're transported to like a Beatles animated movie, but sailing down the river of jam on a chocolate donut boat. Yes, I've been playing GTA, Josh.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he's listening. He snapped out. He's going back in for another one. Yeah, I've been playing Creamfield. What? Talk about... Right. I've been playing the glazed Theft Auto with sprinkles. This is bad. I'm very easily distracted. I'm not even eating a donut right now. I'm watching other men eat donuts, and I'm slack-jawed. Hoi. I played some Tearaway on the way over here, which I really enjoyed. Tearaway is great, and I got it really cheap. It's a bit actually sad how cheap it was so soon.
How cheap?
I got it for like £13.
That is cheap.
Yeah, it was £15 in game new. Couldn't believe it, and that was like so. And they didn't have any new copies, so that was second hand. So I got it for 13. But
did you hear about the mistake? Was it Amazon made about Tearaway?
It was Zavvi.
Zavvi, yeah. The people who pre-ordered Tearaway the game.
Oh yeah, I did.
Were accidentally sent the console.
Yeah. And then they asked to send them. They asked people to send them back, didn't they?
Yeah. Otherwise, they take next actions to.
Yeah.
Resolve
What actually came of that?
Well, they should have had someone there who should have advised whoever made that decision to say it's not worth it. Let them keep the Vitas that we stupidly sent them for free. Because it's like it's a pain in the ass posting things that are heavy. I mean, with the new slimmer Vitas, that's still probably what. About £8.
Well, it'll come on to our main topic.
Thank God it wasn't the old Vitas, yeah, because that would have been a lot more. Like the one I loved all the way over here.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
But no, Terror
bricks.
So I've been playing a lot of stuff because it's been next gen season, hasn't it? I mean, I've probably played Peggle 2 the most, but that's only because
you do have an Xbox One, don't
you?
And a PS4 as well.
Yes, and a Wii U.
And a Wii U.
Snow headphones, though, is it, Josh? God, it's the thumping beats on a Wii U.
You know what? I like the Wii, and I've said that before, but I'm waiting for all the good titles to come out at one time. So as soon as Mario Kart is out, as well as Super Smash Brothers, I'm going to get a Wii, and then I'll have Mario Kart.
Wii U. You're just continuing this brand confusion.
Sorry. A Wii U.
No one knows what it is. Not even
a Wii U.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to get Zelda and everything else.
But I mean, I think that's what a lot of people are going to do. It's going to work out well for them when they get it for like, what, even cheaper? Was it 180 now?
It was 180 for a short time on Amazon.
So it'll go even cheaper than that.
Eventually.
But like I said, people will pick it up at the end of the life cycle with all the games.
150.
Well, going back on our last podcast,
$49.99.
They made a really big loss.
Yeah, they did. Well, a big loss not only in shares, although they've gone back up now, But also their sales prediction is ridiculous, and the fact that next gen, again we've already been over this, the fact that next gen sold more in 6 weeks than they did an entire year, it's pretty damning.
Too many people buying headphones.
Yeah, you know.
It
was a hard decision.
You could have turned Nintendo's fate around, Josh. It rested in your hands.
I don't have any time. I'm it's too busy covering PlayStation
with
Jam.
Oh, thank God.
Was there anything else you wanted to say about what you've been playing?
Yeah, there must be, right? Bit more Last of Us. I've not finished Last of Us yet.
Oh, you got to finish it before the DLC comes out.
Yeah, well,
My God, you haven't finished Last of Us?
No, well, I have a very bad habit of sort of starting games and then maybe leaving them for up to a year.
A game.
Well, I mean, I do go back to the ones worth going back to, but I obviously don't finish a lot. Well,
what are you trying to say about The Last of Us?
I've gone back to it, so it's worth going back to. But I seem to, I don't know what it was, when at the time I just couldn't get into it, but I didn't really play much of it at all. And I think it's because I think it came at the end of a long run of sort of post-apocalyptic survival games, and there was a little bit. But so I just needed a bit of a break. Also, it's no Bioshock Infinite, but
that's true.
Yeah, I was.
I'm sorry, I had to close the donut box because I saw your concentration.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
Ben, what have you been playing?
I've been playing an old game which I didn't even realise was on PlayStation's network, which is Motherload.
Super Motherload.
It was Motherload initially, but Super Motherload now, yes. Do you remember Motherload?
I need reminding what it is. The name is really familiar.
The old Flash game where you're a little drilling machine. You go down, you get minerals, and upgrade your.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
they've got PS4, right?
They got PS4. Yes, it's on the PS4 network. Has a full game with everything, and it's. I've been playing it for 2 days now.
Lots of digging and mining and stuff.
Exactly. It's as annoying and confusing as it used to be, but I love the games like that. I love diggy games. I love going down. Otherwise, I've been playing Battlefield 4 a lot actually.
Diggy games.
I love that. I was just thinking of. I was just trying to think of other games in the digging genre.
Terraria, Minecraft.
Dig Dug. Is that a game or Pokemon? Sorry, guys. I'm.
There's Digger.
I'm the wrong end of 20s. My memory's gone. Dig Dug. Daddy Pokemon or.
Yeah.
I think it was a game, but yeah, Mr. Driller. A really great old PC game called Crystal Caves. Now that genuinely is a bitchin' digging game. But yeah, so you've been playing a shit ton of that, and I've been playing Peggle 2 a lot as well, and Resogun. So the most I've been playing over this last period with all the launch titles and stuff has been, the more simpler games, which is
pretty cool.
I've played Battlefield 4. I was trying out with some online all the different game modes because I've only ever played Conquest before, so I go doing all the others. And
sorry, did you bring up gay again?
Yes.
Game modes.
Yeah, game modes.
So it's just
Conquest.
As soon as
you go into a straight bar and turn them all gay.
Right.
As Conquest.
And that mode, that mode is obviously taken out of the Russian version.
Yeah.
And then you have to woo them by doing the Russian foot standing up, sit down.
But Resogun, brilliant, eh?
Yeah,
it is amazing.
I've been playing quite a bit of Resogun.
And Killer Instinct. I've been playing so much.
I haven't been playing any Xbox One stuff because I don't have one yet.
Boo.
Even though most of the parties and stuff we've been going to is Xbox related.
Yeah, but you've been keeping that quiet. When you've been getting in Xbox, I've got loads.
Yeah, we'll review this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
Where's the beer?
Yeah, where's the free food?
Have you been playing much of that thing I bought you? I can't remember the name of.
Knack.
Yes.
Checking up on a present.
I have been playing some Knack as well.
I've not seen you on it.
I'm getting thief.
I've been watching, and you're never on it.
Yeah, no, I do play it. I like the game.
This is what I do as well.
Apparently it's hard.
It is hard. With two people it's hard, but with one person it's a little easier.
It's easier when you get the knack of it.
Then again, me and TD were playing on hard from the beginning.
TD! My boy!
Woo! I've never even played the game. I even considered not giving you it.
I'm getting Thief from him as well.
Yeah, I'm getting that 28th.
Wow.
This could be good.
Because it's Christmas.
You really love your dad, don't you?
It's because his Christmas present didn't come. It was a full Spider-Man suit with web shooter.
What?
Yeah, it was a full Spider-Man suit with built-in web shooters with canisters and stuff.
Did it not come because it's not actually been invented yet?
It doesn't exist.
It's not real.
It didn't. They just stopped. They sold it out and then they refunded me without telling me.
Did you buy this from a man in an alleyway who just had a picture of it in crayon and be like, "No, honestly, mate, I'll ship this to you." I will send
Amazon
it to you.
written in crayon inside his coat.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, seriously, mate, give me the cash right now. I'll send you the Spider-Man suit. It's all real. Yeah.
Spider-Man shoot.
It's the noise it makes. Shoot. I know my comics.
So I guess now it's on to news of the last few weeks. We've had Murdered Soul Suspect coming to next gen. Something that I'm quite happy about personally, because after seeing a demo at E3, I was like, why isn't it coming to next gen? I don't want to play it on my last console.
No.
Sort it out. So what do you think?
We fell asleep in the demo.
We did on the second one in Gamescom because it was so dark and we'd already seen it, and we were right at the front and we had to look up.
Yeah, it was like this.
We
were
were
doing this,
falling asleep,
staring at this big projector. And we were, all of us just like this, and that was it.
I don't think I've seen anything of this
Really?
game. So
You haven't?
I don't think so.
so you didn't see.
Soul
You didn't
Sacrifice.
get Murdered Soul Suspect.
You
Soul
solved your own.
Suspect.
You solved your own murder. You're a ghost.
Yeah,
Huh.
you're a
You're shot
cop.
here and here and here.
You're
and
a
here
cop
and, here.
and you get shot.
Sounds great.
You're a
and
detective.
then-
You're not a cop. You're a detective.
You're a detective.
So why isn't this movie called Ghost?
Movie?
Well, I mean, why isn't this game called Ghost?
'Cause
The
I'm
movie, the game.
I'm pretty sure there is. Like, I imagine there's going to be more of a series. Like
Yeah.
Murdered. There's going to be more because they got Murdered. Soul
Murdered Another Suspect.
Yeah. Murdered. Someone
Could be
else.
the sequel.
Murdered.
Again.
Murdered again.
Witnesses.
I came back and got shot again. Damn it.
That's true. So I'm personally quite happy about that. Obviously my guests aren't, but
I am.
if you listeners are, then
Bastard.
please write to us at our Facebook page at facebook.com/start replay media. Also, Thief is coming, but is it a reskinned
Thief
Dishonored? Sorry?
Thief Gold.
Thief has gone gold, yes. Are you excited, Chris?
I'm nodding. I don't know why
It
I'm
came
nodding.
before Dishonored. It came long before Dishonored.
I know.
Dishonored is the
yeah.
thief.
If anything, Dishonored is the
Dishonored's
thief.
thiefed.
Thief takes me back to when I used to play on PCs all the time. Back when anyone's PC could run pretty much all the games.
Do you like stealth games?
Doom.
Like Thief or
I do like
Dishonored?
stealth games. You know, it takes a real special stealth game for me to not lose my patience. And Thief is definitely a series that holds my interest, and it's obviously one of the series is that the stealth video game genre owes a lot to. Yeah, it's if they pull it off, it's going to be great to have the Thief series back in
I think they're going to do well with
the
it.
forefront of everybody's minds.
We watched the playthrough. Obviously,
We did,
get a chance to play, unfortunately. But
But it looked good.
it did look. It looked all the different arrows they brought back. You got the rope arrow. You got the water arrow. You got the money arrow.
Money.
It shoots
It's
money.
just made out of money.
Yeah, it shoots. It goes.
It's actually in the
coins.
all these coins in the shape of an arrow stuck together, and you shoot it, and it just
And then they go, oh, a penny. They bend
Yeah.
down. You go, dunk, and that's it.
Why didn't he just sort
doesn't
of,
really happen.
Yeah.
if he's got quite a few coin arrows, can't he just sort of cash them in and retire? That's what I would do.
He's a thief. Yeah, he wouldn't
yeah.
be fulfilled.
He's not
He can't
for the
steal
money.
from himself.
He's
Yeah,
addicted
exactly.
to the game, man.
That's it. That's very true.
And then we found out that every mission has at least 3 or 4 ways of doing it without ever being seen or detected.
Yeah, of course, it's like your
The
traditional
hidden things, like
open
you shoot a rope arrow
ended.
at the rope, pulls out down, it's a secret lever, and it opens this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well,
Any
I mean,
particular
fingers crossed they put it on.
any particular news that you've seen or have been interested by in the last couple of weeks?
Not really. I mean, nothing's springing to mind.
No.
What has anything big happened?
I don't think so. Aside from Nintendo's thing and the rumours of them creating another console, and of course they're creating another console. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But-
I mean, no, I really can't think of anything apart from the patches coming to Xbox One.
Yeah,
Finally,
that's true.
just a patch. The first patch is coming this week or next week.
Really?
Very
Taking
soon.
that long?
Yeah.
We got ours on day one.
Yeah, this is the Oh man, the stuff that the PlayStation couldn't do without the day one patch. One of which being
Play games.
playing Blu-ray drives and movies and games. Can't play them.
Yeah.
But
Get
yeah,
that quiet.
this is like fixing the party.
Oh, there's a party
system
problem, is
stuff.
there?
Well, they
Shame.
broke it
They broke it.
when they had no reason to
It's a
break
shame.
it.
How many can you have in a party at once now?
At least 2, definitely 2 at least.
Yeah, we've tried 3, so we're winning.
Yeah. So far.
No, I mean, to be honest though, I mean, it's a bit finickety. Sometimes you get kicked from parties, but once you're into a party, and I've been playing a lot of Battlefield, and I've not really had any multiplayer problems in that game either. But
So I'm just going to be controversial and try and steer your attention away from Xbox by opening the donut box again.
Can I have the pink
Micro who? You're buying me off with donuts.
May I steal the pink one?
Sure.
Just because it's pink and you're looking at it.
It has cream inside
Wow.
and strawberry jam.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I can't think of any news. Any
That
news of
one's-
note.
That one's got your
Shouting
name
your
on
name.
it. So your name right there.
I'll have it in a minute. I'm saving it. I'm saving my favourite one too.
I'm going to get a nice sprinkled one. Classic Homer.
Homo?
I said Homer.
What, homo?
Yeah, Homo.
But it's got a hole. It's got a brown hole, I guess.
But okay, I won't harp on about Xbox. And believe me, that's not what I've come here to do. But
Can if you want
I
to.
just want to say this before you silence me on that subject forever, you Nazis. But how are you guys gonna play Titanfall?
PC.
As I said, if the
PC.
Titanfall edition comes out, I'm going to buy
The
an
disc
Xbox One.
driverless one.
No, it's not a disc driverless one.
I thought that was the one.
No,
fair
it's
enough.
just a reskinned
Oh yeah,
Xbox
cool.
One.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I really like the controller that they're bringing out. That is apparently already sold out from game. I don't. But yeah, PC good, cool, and you saw the minimum specs that you'll need and everything. Not worried.
I rebuilt it less than a month ago.
Amazing. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not. Yeah. It's annoying though because.
Have you played it?
Oh yeah, man. I
Did you play at E3?
I'm sorry. I'm just. I'm one of those idiots who just sort of. Grabs people by the collar and goes, "Yeah, but Titanfall. Are you ready for Titanfall? It's coming out in March. Are you ready for it? Oh my god, I can't wait. It's so good, isn't it? Start dribbling over people's faces. It's not fun, but that game is.
So when did you play it?
I played it at Eurogamer.
Oh, we played it. We went E3 twice, and both times.
No, we didn't play it at E3.
Was it not E3?
No, it was at Gamescom.
You're right, because there was German people, and Tom was there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
TD was
German
there.
people.
So it
That
was.
should have been the obvious thing. Anywho, I
Amazing.
was saying it. Both times we went there and played it. Guess who came top of the whole team twice?
Tom.
No, Tom lost.
It was Ben. Yeah, well, I mean, he makes losing look
Apparently.
good, though, doesn't he? But yeah, no, I knew it was you, Ben.
Apparently,
Congratulations.
every single time I pulled you both to the screen and said, "Look at this! Look what's going to happen in the future."
I sort of selfishly wish it wasn't coming out on PC and 360 though. Because,
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because
it
I'd rather
doesn't feel definitive.
I'd rather it sort of, and I did say selfishly, because then people would have to buy Xboxes and everybody would be playing in the same place, i.e. with me.
I might get an Xbox One. I don't know. I'm tempted. I was tempted because we got loads of work, and I'm thinking, discount, PS.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not saying what I did was financially sensible in any way, shape or form. But yeah, I did, got a bit of extra money from doing a bit of different work.
Is
Bought
it one of
both
you?
consoles?
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Did different work.
Whew.
Let's just call it that.
Getting hot in here.
Different legal
Yeah, legal
work.
Just have to point that out. It is legal,
He is air quoting.
apparently.
But yeah, I really wanted to play. I mean, I got the Xbox first, as much as I wanted the PS4.
Yeah, you did.
It was the
Unfortunately.
games. It was I wanted Killer Instinct and I wanted Peggle 2.
Okay, well, the first main topic is horror. Now, Ben, we all know.
Scary.
He does, yeah.
I do. I
Very.
can't. People come up behind me and say boo.
Even when he's at-
I soil myself.
Even when he's at work and you catch him off guard, you're like, Ben, he's like,
That's a great party.
it's amazing.
Hey
It's
guys,
amazing.
you'll never guess what this guy does when you say boo. Come on, come and have a go at him. Only one though, because then he obviously has to leave. Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't play them if I didn't have my girlfriend who happens to love horror.
It's normally the other way around, man. The girlfriend doesn't like horror, the boy loves horror, and then things
I mean,
happen.
it's 2014, but if you want to be so strict with your gender
Remember
classifications,
red,
Josh, that's.
red.
But
I'm sorry.
well, I mean, my point is that I wouldn't play them alone. I love playing them. I love being scared, but I would not play them alone.
I'm always alone.
Oh God. I mean, and isn't that's scarier than any game?
Yeah.
God no, he's starting to cry. Throw a donut his way to mop up the tears.
I do think that horror in the last few years, definitely last decade, has sort of peaked and gone off in tangents. More the action adventure
Yeah.
tangent,
Well, annoyingly.
particularly with Resident Evil and Dead Space.
Well, it didn't need to, did it? Well,
No, it
I mean,
didn't.
I really love Dead
But-
Space because
yeah.
I find Dead Space 1 specifically still really scary, but Resident Evil is now
I played that with Josh.
a bit
and
laughable. Still fun,
Yes.
but not scary.
I was laughing more than screaming.
Yeah, I
Because
mean-
Tom, because Josh just kept dying at the train tracks. Every time the train would come, I'd run and go, you hear, you see the lights coming, you go, step into this hole, Josh. And he's going, what? And it's a, no, Ken, or whatever his name is.
Okay.
What was his name?
I don't know.
It's kind of getting a K.
Leon! Chris.
Probably Leon.
Leon.
Trains kill, Josh. Just FYI.
They do.
Yeah,
I didn't realise that
it happened
until
like
my
6 times
go.
in a row. Yeah, just over and over.
Oh, no,
Spawn hit.
I'm just going to jump in front again this time, just to make sure.
It was a goof.
I do believe that. I don't know if you'll agree with me.
Children of the future.
Yeah, that. But also that 2014 will be the year of horror returning, because we've got Outlast, of course, which came out on PlayStation 4 on the 5th of February. Free for PlayStation Plus subscribers. Yeah. And we've also got Shinji Mikami's The Evil Within, which should be coming out sometime this year.
I've heard good things about that.
Did you see the demo at E3 for Evil Within?
No, and I'll tell you why. I'm staying away from all of the coverage so I can go into Evil Within fresh, because one of the greatest video game experiences I've ever had was at university. And I lived with 6 boys, including me. So, but 4 of us, like we were all playing Resident Evil 4 together as a group. So, like we had to wait until everyone was around, but it was still, amazing and so scary at the time. And now I'm playing games like Outlast and Amnesia, and then just wanting to give myself a slap in the past for calling any game where you're strapped with a rocket launcher scary, because it's just not true. When you've got nothing and you've got to hide in cupboards, that's real fear. That's tangible fear.
I have to say that. And
then you make me walk through the bloody deserted streets of Reading after playing that game. I don't even have night vision.
Ah, well.
You have batteries.
Oh God, batteries go quick in that game, don't they?
They do.
My word.
Now, Ben hasn't played the game.
No, I listened. I was too scared to watch it. I listened to a review on YouTube. Yeah. I didn't minimise, I was listening. I was just too scared to actually watch it.
It's just one long scream. 10 out of 10.
I was watching it, and there are things he was saying. I repeated it to Josh earlier on before we start recording, but it was an American guy. So he was playing. He goes, "Okay, guys, I've just found a feature. I'm not too sure about. It's this." Obviously, he's showing the guys. It's the ability to look behind you while you're running. Now, this alone makes me want to stop playing the game. I don't want to continue. I'm not even in the building. I don't want to continue.
It's really weird. Like, yeah, as soon as you're like, you just come into a long corridor, and it just goes, by the way, if you want to look behind you while you're running, it's like, well, don't tell me that, because now I know I'm going to have to look behind me while I'm running.
Yeah, that is a terrifying feature.
It's disorientating and really cool as well. It's a great game.
What was your reaction like when you had the first scare? I mean, opening the door.
Here's the thing.
A scare. Do you wear a headset whilst you play?
I don't know why I've started to tell this story, but I was someone, let's just call her A. O'Brien. No, that's too obvious. Annie O. And we were playing, and yeah, I was outside and I got to the first door and I'm edging towards this door, about to put my hand on it. She made a screaming noise. And I threw my DualShock 4 at her, because I thought it was a monster, and sort of backed myself into the corner of my sofa with such force that I've got a really bad friction burn on my back now. So what was your question? How scared was I?
Yeah.
Friction burn scared.
Not very. Not very.
Obviously. Do you play with a headset on, or do you?
No, I just turn the volume up and
right.
Scream.
Because I thought you don't want the neighbours to miss out on.
Well,
whatever you're doing.
Unfortunately for myself, I had my Titans? No, Astro A50.
Yeah, you had your Wii U strapped to your head.
I had my Wii U strapped to my head.
Whatever you spent that money on.
Amazing. So I had my Astro A50 state of the art headset on in the dark by myself in my room, and so I walked up to the house, of course, through a journalist who is investigating some type of weird activity at this mental institution.
Yeah, alone.
You make your way into the building,
batteries,
and I'm not going to spoil it for people, but the first scare I came to, I literally threw my headset off, threw my controller down, and my palms began to sweat for a good 5 minutes.
Immediately turned in your manly card, didn't you?
I did.
You have to
early.
Immediately. As soon as you scream in that game, you've got to
yeah.
Testosterone card.
But oh god, even when you start running away from people, I make the most incredible noises. Yeah. I haven't even heard those noises from girls who I've satisfied.
Well, I mean,
although I'd be surprised.
Well, I mean,
to hear those noises.
maybe, Josh. I mean, maybe you haven't or didn't.
Yeah. And just say it.
Scare them enough.
Satisfy them.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. Scare them.
Yeah.
Ben's my new favourite. Saving me.
BS.
Well, I mean,
it's BS's initials, which makes it even better.
What does it tell you at the start of that game? It says, "Don't fight. Your 3 options are run, hide, or die."
Yeah.
So
Why would you want to fight?
well, because you usually, like I said, you usually got some sort of sword or gun in these games, in these video games.
Yeah, the camera.
Video games.
But I do find it very scary. What I found though, and this is true with pretty much anything, what is scary. Horror games are scariest like before you die for the first time, before you've seen what's chasing you, before you know exactly. And obviously once you've, it's the unknown that's the scariest. So before I was killed for the first time, I spent a long time, going very slowly, crawling through corridors and stuff like that, because once you've seen an enemy and you've seen the death animation, part of the fear is then removed, I think. But
no, it's
a very effective game and very, very scary. I don't want to spoil anything, but when I stopped playing today, I've come across more sort of talkative people around, and I prefer it when it's less humanised and
very
more
isolated.
And you don't know what's out there, rather than, because as soon as something talks, you're like, a bit of the mystique has gone there.
Yeah, that's very true.
But it's done its job. I mean, holy balls. Scary stuff.
I mean, there's a bit, I'm sure you've done it already, we have to turn on 3 separate parts in this basement to turn on a main generator, and there's one person stalking you for the entire time. So you think that you can quietly go away from him, then there'll be a loud noise, the music will change in pitch, and then he'll say, there? Who's there? And then he'll start running at you, you'll start running away, screaming, squealing like a pig, as I was. And the fear is just
so they can talk
incomprehensible.
These things.
Yeah, I mean,
some
of them mutated kind
yeah.
of insane people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're in an asylum, so I think it's just like inmates.
I was assuming it'd be screaming.
It's very varied.
Kind of like pulling out their own ears, sort of thing.
Oh, my ear. Yeah.
Yeah, Outlast, I think, is a good move.
It's very Amnesia-like in a lot of ways.
I'm surprised, actually, how quickly it came to PlayStation 4, something like that. And the fact that it's free to PlayStation Plus subscribers for a short time is absolutely... is a genius move by Sony and the studio taking that decision. Because it will really... it will bring horror back into people's lives in a way, because it's free. People don't have to pay for it as such.
You need to get Ben round and play the games together. Would you play it with Josh in the room?
I'd watch someone play.
There you go.
But then I'd die.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to record...
Someone would be there to pick you up and put you outside the door.
We are going to
leave a note.
Record each of us playing the game and see what the reactions are. I'll make a video of that, so look out for that video.
Like I said, just don't play it to any girls or anyone that you want to impress, like, ever in life.
Yeah.
Because of the noises that you make.
Too late for that, I have to say. Yeah.
If I just keep saying the word horses over and over again, it's fine. Horses, 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 horses. It's fine.
Yeah, until you come across a bunch of zombie horses.
Yeah.
Horses!
That's true. That is true. So, horror. Yeah, I think...
I'm a huge fan of horror games.
It's great for it coming back,
Slender.
finally.
Ooh.
I haven't played a lot of that, but it does seem pretty
I
freaky.
actually played that, but it's not too scary.
I think you'll do all right with some other horror games then, because I was really scared. But I'm terrified by anything I play.
Problem is, it's Slender. You see it moving, like in jutters at you.
But you can't invert the camera, so it's terrifying for me, because...
Invert the camera?
Yeah, you can't invert the y-axis, so it's upside down. That's the scariest thing about
Which
that
is
game.
even worse. Even worse. I think it's all very well that horror is coming back, but I'm curious about what other game series you'd like to see horror be introduced into, into. So whether it's Zelda and the dungeons, perhaps, or
Zelda's already got zombies at night, hasn't it? So it could.
Yeah, that's true. Could have ramped it up a little bit more.
The beauty with Zelda is you could do like anything with that series, couldn't you? Really?
Yeah.
Even kart racing if you wanted to. There you go, Nintendo. You can have that one.
Zelda
Sure you didn't think of
racing.
that? I'm sure that's like number 1 on their ideas board. How about Zelda kart? Anybody? Will it have online? Don't be ridiculous. Don't be stupid.
And all the courses will be from previous games and previous areas.
You hit a chicken, then that's it. They have chickens just crossing.
Well,
why did the chicken cross the road? Bang! To kill you.
To play the
They can be
play Zelda Kart out now on Wii U.
Well, they could be like spike strips, but chicken strips.
McDonald's just endorsed.
Yeah, get some chicken strips next time. Well,
Are you saying there's a next time you coming on our podcast?
Yeah, we'll do it at my house though.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And then I'll just email, and then you can just take away the GarageBand file in your USB.
Yeah.
No,
Skype
I would never
would
ask that. Well, yeah, I mean, if you know how to do that, I don't.
Cool, we have done it with Tom, so we just point the mic at the computer.
Genius. Yeah, I did that. I described someone in the first two that we did, but yeah, nightmare. Anyway, I am going to now quote someone else who was on the latest episode of my podcast because it's weirdly relevant, and that is we were auctioning off Nintendo's IP.
I know.
In case fictionally. Relax. That's not happened. But basically, one of the guys who was on that episode, Aaron Caney, said that he'd love to see Metroid be reborn as a survival horror game. So the Metroid universe could work as a horror game so easily, and it's almost surprising they haven't done more of that. I mean, not you don't need to take it 18 rated, gruesome, completely adult sort of gore, no violence or whatever, but with the right use of atmosphere and isolation, which the Metroid games do brilliantly. I think you've got a winner on your hands. Good job we auctioned it off to whoever got it. I can't remember. Yeah. Good luck with it though.
Yeah, good luck with whoever gets Nintendo's software. But even though you've got these horror titles like Resident Evil that has sort of lost it a little bit in other games, what can a franchise game series such as Resident Evil do to bring the horror back? Like Resident Evil 7, the creators have said in a roundabout way, our sales figures of over 6 million did not hit what we were expecting from Resident Evil 6. People, critics mainly, and also fans of course, have said they want a survival horror title, not an action focused title. So what would you like to see, Chris or Ben?
Well, I was going to say, if they want to get the horror crowd more interested again, use Ben in the sort of marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're so easily scared.
Zombie Mario horses.
That's much more succinct. Well, I can't.
And then you're Luigi.
How can I continue after that?
Yeah, you're Luigi. Like instead of hoovering up ghosts, you're going around ripping out the guts of Mario horses to try and rebuild your Mario.
I've got a really, this is a question that is probably going to get a very detailed answer. With the horse, will it have the head of Mario and the body of a horse, or will it be the body of Mario and the head of?
No, it's just a normal horse, but in a Mario costume.
Oh right,
it's just got a helm
and moustache.
Yeah, fucking.
That
is zombie.
That's whoa.
That's a zombie.
That's probably the scariest thing I've heard all day, and I've been playing Outlast for the last couple of days.
Sorry, I was going to do an impression of one of the.
I was trying. I was thinking.
Well, they're just mumbling as you walk past it. Down the drain. Down the drain. Down the drain.
Oh, so you got Boo there.
It's great.
You got Boo.
But yeah, TV advert for the new Resident Evil. Ben playing the game, screaming, and they're like, "Wow, that game looks scary. I'll buy it."
Soiling myself, crying.
Yeah, and they're like, "Has he just soiled himself?" I think I'll pre-order it right now. Then slap my money down immediately. Well, basically, the reason why Outlast is so scary and games like Amnesia are so scary is because you're underpowered and you're not.
Yeah.
And you're not, armed to the teeth, and that's therefore a problem for the Resident Evil franchise, unless I think they probably just have to reboot it and set it back in the mansion, but give you just like a wrench or something, Because it's scariest when you're underpowered, isn't it?
Yeah.
A toothbrush.
I have to say, I do love the GameCube remake of the original.
Yeah, so do I. And those games were hard because the camera angle and the controls were shite, and that's where the horror came from.
They're not seeing what was happening.
The controls as well. You were like, how do I kill this person?
These controls are scarily inaccurate. But but they'd have to find a new way of replacing that, and I think the best way to do that is take away machine guns.
Rockets.
Possibly,
Sometimes. The odd rocket. Maybe one rocket in the entire game.
Scene-based explosions. Walking along, ambulance, bang. Walking along, a big tree falls over and explodes.
Entire highway explodes
exactly.
as you run towards the helicopter.
You have no control over any of you. You're just walking along. It's all happening around you.
If they care about getting that horror audience back, then they should.
Yeah, it's just too much like an action movie.
Start
You're
again.
walking along and things are exploding every left, right, centre.
Because story-wise as well, it's an entangled, convoluted mess, and that like the GameCube remake, just something like that, simple reboot. Why not?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's very true. I really hope that Resident Evil returns to its roots. I mean, I hold Resident Evil 4 as probably the best Resident Evil, purely because it does have some good horror aspects to it, and the controls are good, and it's the first.
It's the right balance. But that was Mikami's last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, which shows a lot, which is why I'm very excited about The Evil Within.
Well, yeah, he's the king of survival horror, arguably.
I was quite surprised when I saw the presentation at E3. Mikami was actually there introducing it. Obviously, he walked out and probably had a donut or something. But it was really cool to see him introduce this brand new survival horror title. And the gameplay is absolutely astounding. I can't wait for it. It is a bit just like a rehash of a Resident Evil game, like the original. Like you're isolated again.
Sign me up. Yeah, well, he knows. That's what I'm saying. He knows what he's doing,
fantastic.
So that's why I'm staying away from it. So I can just go into it knowing, I mean, you already, with Outlast, you see. I mean, I'm looking at it now, and you see the guy. One of the enemies is like on the game art, so sort of right away, I think it's just best not to know anything before you go into. Like, I've got a slightly older friend, and he was telling me that when Predator was coming out, like all the advertising, like you didn't know what he looked like. No one knew what Predator looked like, and therefore, he wasn't in any of the posters and anything. So
great.
It was camouflage. He wasn't a poster.
Yeah, exactly. He's standing right there. It's him waving, going, "It's me." But it was really effective because we all know what he looks like.
It was
now.
just Arnold Schwarzenegger and terrified.
Yeah.
Arnold in the chopper.
I knew the answer.
Just wrestling invisible.
Yeah, well, exactly. So, reboot the Resident Evil franchise.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone they're doing it. Just bring it out.
But I mean, you could go the opposite way of underpowering people and go like Left 4 Dead, because that's still really scary. I think. I in fact find Left 4 Dead like a bit overwhelming. Like I have to. It's just so hectic, and I
love it.
to sort of gather my thoughts in between each round. You know what I mean? Because it's so like, but it's really scary in that way as well. So they could go that way. For some reason,
that's true.
For some reason, the way Resident Evil's been going, it's just not. It doesn't.
It's too much.
It's become more about explosions, because you can have a lot of enemies on screen like Left 4 Dead and still maintain some sort of fear. Yeah, but Dead Rising.
Dead Rising is
a little bit different. Yeah,
it's more
probably something to do with the
big
giant Lego heads you can wear.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the problem with horror things, and especially zombie games, is when you start to explain where where you start to explain where the zombie curse came from, and B, like how you try and wrap it up are the most complicated. The way you turn off a lot of people, because immediately if you offer an explanation or an ending, then that like immediately people are like, oh, that's not what I pictured, that's not what I want, and I don't, I'm not happy with that. Whereas if you leave it like open, I guess. But I mean that's the whole thing they could definitely do in the Left 4 Dead universe, isn't it?
But people fear what they don't understand, and therefore if you don't give explanation.
Well, you can make it like the second Left 4 Dead. I enjoyed multiplayer. On my own, I didn't enjoy it at all.
Yeah. Oh God, no! It's multiplayer all the way, isn't it? Yeah.
But if they do it as it's again, you're finding out what happens, but yet you don't actually like right at the end. You're suddenly back to where the first one started, in the hospital. Like obviously, the hospital is where everything starts, as you know.
That could be really cool.
So you kind of figure out what's
Walking
happening.
Dead.
You're going right. Well, there's this. What happened
later.
here? What's going on here? Blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, big zombie outbreak. No answer. Left 4 Dead starts.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's it, because they don't know what's going on. They're just like, oh god, we got to get here because there's a helicopter, and that's it. Oh, the helicopter left. We got to get to the bridge. Oh wait, the bridge is exploded. We got to get to the tanks.
Levels end with helicopters, did they? Yeah.
In the first one.
Oh, I never make it then.
As he said at the beginning of the podcast, he doesn't go back to unless he thinks they deserve.
I'm pretty good at a lot of games that I like, but I am really bad at Left 4 Dead. Really bad.
I'd like to say I'm good, but I really depend on Bill.
Yeah, I can't be relied on.
Actually, I haven't played a lot of it. Not much of it, to be fair.
It's because you're a fan.
That was my most played game.
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
I had the most hours on that game on my Xbox 360.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, so horror, I think, is a fantastic genre, and it needs to be brought back. And I think it's off to a great start with Outlast. And I do implore any of you with a PlayStation 4 to download it. Even with a PC, you get it on Steam. It's been out there for longer.
Free on PlayStation 4, though.
But free on PlayStation 4 at the moment with PlayStation Plus. So get it before you lose it, or just add it to your download list, and you can go back to it at a later time.
So if you're not signed up for PlayStation Plus, sign up for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, why aren't
you
signed up
you can't
for
pay
PlayStation
online
Plus?
before.
No,
yeah, exactly.
But even if you're thinking about buying a PlayStation 4 down the road or a Vita down the road, just sign up for PlayStation Plus as soon as, so you can start claiming those games. So that when you do get your Vita or your PS4,
exactly,
you know. Ben's gone now. It's very sad.
Yeah, Ben is
because he's my real favourite.
Oh, really? So BS.
Well, it's a bit of a joint thing between Tom and Ben, really.
So BS and TD are your favourites?
Like I said, it changes. I mean, I'm only sure of who my favourite isn't.
Oh. What are his initials?
J-Balls.
J-Balls.
I mean JB. Oh God. I mean it's you. Oh shit.
This is getting awkward.
Speaking of awkward, how about that new slim PlayStation Vita?
Yeah. Whew. I think it's a bit of a rebirth. What do you think?
Because I'm such an arsehole, I like that it's coming out, because now I can be one of those guys who goes, oh, is that one of the originals or second? Oh, it's the redesign, is it? Oh, I've got an original one. With the OLED? Yes, with the OLED, yes.
Well, I have to say, not to put them down in the dumps or anything, but earlier me and Tom were in-game and they said you could get the new Slim for only £100 if you trade in your first PlayStation Vita.
Yeah.
And he was thinking about it, but I reminded him that it doesn't have the OLED screen. It does have 1 GB of built-in memory, which is probably the biggest plus.
And
PlayStation Plus.
And what else is different? It's more plasticky than it is metal.
Yeah.
The touchpad on the back is smaller.
Yeah.
Not that it's never a problem though. I mean, yeah, my hands are always on the back touchpad on my larger Vita, but it doesn't interfere with the games or anything.
No, it's been okay for me so far.
Yeah, I mean, if it sells more Vitas, which it's definitely going to, then that's cool. So yeah, good.
Yeah,
good.
We only picked one up at Eurogamer last year.
Yeah,
because of the price of £140. We stood in line. I said, "Oh, should we check?" Yeah, I went to check. I went, "Tom, they've got for £140. Should we buy it?" Yeah, buy it. Okay, yeah. I got one, and he got one, and.
Yeah, I'm a huge Vita fan. I love it, and
I should probably be on it more than I am.
Yeah, well, it's the travel thing, isn't it? So it's the thing. You just if you've got a good commute that you can comfortably play a Vita on, then you're laughing really. And apart from that, I do a lot of my Vita playing indoors.
Yeah, that's true. I guess a lot of people.
Because you can't. Because I used to save all my handheld gaming for holidays, but
now you're older. You do something else on your holiday.
Yeah. Stalk foreign ladies.
Stalk celebrities.
Yeah.
But I mean, what games do you think this year will bring, especially at E3 now Vita's been given quite a bit of a push? Do you think we're finally going to see a GTA title, another Uncharted title, an Infamous title? That would go down well.
I think I've actually got a note here.
Oh my god, you've put down notes.
I've got to read this. Yeah, I made a note. I think I even bookmarked this page, so I definitely could bring it up. Give me 2 seconds.
Are you looking forward to Infamous Second Son?
Yeah, I mean, if Titanfall wasn't coming out, it would be
top of your list.
It would be all I would be playing in March. But I mean, March is just crazy. Not only
Metal Gear Solid. Oh, I know it's a prologue, but still.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm sure the story will still be as confusing.
Yeah,
but yeah, Infamous Second Son and Titanfall. Donkey Kong is like this month as well, so we're playing that as well. Oh man,
I did play a little bit of that at a preview event because I didn't have time at E3, so I went to a specific Nintendo.
Oh yeah, you went to that Nintendo thing, didn't you, to catch up on all the stuff,
which is pretty cool.
All right, I found the thing. Yeah. Oh god, pages reloading. Yes, apparently, the PlayStation 4's launch has had a positive impact on the PlayStation Vita sales, and Sony has flagged a 68% increase in Vita sales. So since the PlayStation 4's come out, so remote play really is a selling point. It's shifting Vitas, which is
even though I've only used it once and it didn't go that well.
Oh yeah, I don't use it either. Yeah, but apparently
Even though I thought I was going to, I was like, yeah, I'm going to use this now.
I can't believe they're going to. I keep hearing that Vita PlayStation 4 bundle is confirmed or they're not confirmed. But the fact that it's even being considered is insane. When Colin Moriarty predicted that, I was like, nah. No. But I mean, yeah, so it's already selling more. So hopefully we'll get that GTA soon. I would love any sort of GTA experience on my Vita with trophies, because these re-releases of 3 and Vice City are great, but they're not the proper, HD retouch that you want.
I would
i.e.
like
trophies.
to see a Vice City remake.
Yeah, with trophies. Trophies.
Yeah, with trophies, of course, with trophies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it could be out on the Vita and the PS4 and PS3.
Yeah,
just like Sound Shapes.
Yeah.
3 of my 8 platinums are from Sound Shapes.
Wow.
2 are from Battle Royale.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm such a cheat exploiter. It's like the Avatar game on the 360, isn't it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Avatar one.
Yeah.
I was tempted to buy that.
Yeah, we all
Terminator Salvation.
We all went through that. We all asked ourselves those questions.
Terminator Salvation.
Yeah, am I going to buy these games? Am I going to go down that road?
Have you actually?
No.
A gold for each level and then a platinum at the end.
I'm buying it. Can I borrow it? What?
I haven't got it anymore, but yeah, a gold for each level on hard, which is very easy. And it takes about 3 hours to get platinum.
Well, you've sold me on it, seriously.
Yeah.
I was nearly going to download that Apps Animals
Get
game.
it.
Sorry,
That's right, don't worry about it.
but yeah, more Vitas in more hands is good, and that's what we want.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Really, really good. I'm so looking forward to it. I mean,
because Borderlands is great. I'm not a huge fan of the
it's true,
humour in the
Borderlands,
series, so that's great for people who are fans of the Borderlands. But I would prefer. What am I talking about? Prefer. That's good for them, but yeah, I'm still waiting for GTA games like that to be announced.
yeah, no, I'm happy
Infamous,
with
of course.
Yeah.
But apparently these games are sort of, as long as the Vita starts to sell more, and it has.
BioShock as well.
Yeah, that these games are just sort of
waiting the wings. They're waiting. This bit premature on a lot of announcements, I think.
If the Vita failed, and I don't think it's
going to now.
what does that mean anyway? But if it had quote unquote failed, I was very ready to just blame it all on Activision for rushing out a shite Call of Duty.
Oh god, that was terrible. How could they do that? So silly.
It could have helped everyone.
That could have done.
It could have helped everyone. I don't understand, but there you go. Oh well. But I love my Vita, and I would like more Vitas to be out there so I can play with them.
Do you think, speaking of GTA, very quickly, do you think it's going to make the jump to next gen?
I would buy it again on next gen.
Yeah. Do you think Rockstar are doing it? It'd be pretty silly because the next one should be 5 years away, 6 years away.
Well, yeah, it's obviously going to come out on next gen, and I tell you why I say that, because it's obviously going to come out on PC, and they can just, with not no hassle or stress, but with little hassle or stress, port over the PC version to the PS4 and the Xbox, because the Xbox One, whatever that thing is called, I've still not got over the stupidity of that name. Just because I use my original Xbox One all the time still, and it's anyway. We're not going to talk about.
I mean,
that
you were
now.
in the conference when that happened, right? Me and Ben were at the hotel just watching it live stream. Going,
what? The crossbone. Jesus.
Actually, no, they didn't announce it at the conference, did they? Or did they?
Yeah, they did.
Is that when they announced the name?
Yeah. The Xbox One.
And then it did a complete reversal 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
on
so
their features.
I think it will come out next gen, and I'd buy it again because I've been playing it a lot, and I've been desperate to record the things that you get up to, because what better game for that kind of thing than an open world like GTA?
Amazing.
And when you're recording, and I'm telling my Xbox to record Peggle 2 things all the time, and I'm recording a lot of stuff on Resogun as well, and you fire up GTA, and you're just like, no one's going to believe this happened.
Yeah, no, true. But it's funny because I often forget that I've got a recording feature. I'm like, something really good happened, and I'm like, oh, damn.
Because Xbox was my first one, it's the voice recording thing. It works really well, so since it's a simple voice command, I've been using that one a lot. I've streamed a few things off my PS4, but at like 2 a.m, where I'm like, I'll play some Shadowfall, and then like, hey, I'll tweet out that I'm broadcasting. Hey guys, it's 2 a.m. UK time, I'm broadcasting Killzone. One user was watching for about 2 minutes, and I was like, hey, someone's watching me play. We're just... Oh, he's gone.
Because there's like a 20-second delay as well, so...
It was about 20 seconds, though, so all it took was my voice.
That's amazing.
Sort of the reason why you tune into Let's Play videos. Like, I wonder what hilarious characters playing this game. Hello, I'm playing... Heard enough of him.
It's done. It's over.
Switch that guy off.
It's over.
Man.
Yeah, it's true. Now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's
Chris Fox's
Magic Minute.
Chris Fox's. Yeah, my real voice. This is my real voice, everybody.
Oh god. Great. So, Magic Minutes go like this. You have a minute
to do as many magic tricks as you can.
Not quite, but you have to be talking about something quite magical.
Pick a donut.
Close to your heart. That is probably, or which donut? Just about Krispy Kreme donuts. The most you can explain, the best experience you've had with Krispy Kreme.
I can't.
Anything.
I'm trying to shake off this image as a fat fuck. And I mean, how's that going to help?
Best thing I can do is just spring it on you. So,
sprinkle it on me.
Chris Fox.
What is it? So, what's the topic?
Anything you want it to be. Could be donuts.
Oh God, you got give me. I think you should give me a topic.
Give me. Krispy Kreme donuts.
Okay, cool. I thought you were going to say go.
Okay. Chris Fox, your magic minute starts now.
Krispy Kreme, record that. Let me tell you this. If the Krispy Kreme caramel donut that I just ate was a next-gen console, it would have been the only one I would have bought. In fact, I would have bought it 3, 4, 5 times over. One for each room. One so I could come into each room and be greeted by that fresh scent, that caramel glazed ringed lump of doughy goodness. Hoo-hoo, I've been playing Sierra games. What can't you spell out last with? O. What does O look like? A donut. A caramel ringed donut. Let me tell you what's magic. Caramel donuts. Why? Good question. They're rings, yes, but who poked the hole in the ring? Who made the donut into an O? I'm so glad I've been put on magic minute duty at the last minute, because let me tell you this, I'm definitely unprepared for it. If my life were to be summed up in 3 words, I think it would be I love donuts.
That's great. That's probably even better than Tom's Magic Minute. Sorry, it is Tom's Magic Minute. You did so well representing him during that Magic Minute. So congratulations, Chris.
I think I can retire from podcasting forever after that.
You can. I think you just need to loop that over and over and over and over and over and over and over, just for 60 minutes.
Well, you can do that, and that can be this episode.
Yeah, it's easy. Just talk about donuts and your voice. That's, you know. What more do we need?
Yeah, my manly voice. I'm not scared of Outlast. What?
So I think we've reached the end of episode 19. Thank you very much for joining us, dear listeners. Of course, we'd like to see you at startreplay.com. Please send us messages, of course, at our Facebook page at facebook.com/startreplaymedia. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter at startreplay. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Unfortunately, Ben isn't here to say goodbye, so I'm just going to cut out from another episode. Ben, do you want to say goodbye? Fantastic. Chris, thank you very much for coming along. It means a lot to us that you managed to make it to our 19th episode.
Thanks for having me.
And again, if we'd like to do your exit now and perhaps maybe talk about Ready Game Fire, and for people to look out for that as well.
Well, I mean, if you've really got a lot of time to waste, yes, I do a podcast as well. It's just go to readygamefire.co.uk or YouTube or iTunes, and speaking of iTunes, give these guys a rating. Why not? You know, because iTunes ratings really are sort of the currency of podcasts. Even if you can't be bothered to write a couple of sentences, and shame on you. You know, give them a 5-star review, because it boosts little podcasts like ours like up in the ratings, and we need your help to do that. So yeah, give Start Replay and Ready Game Fire some good ratings and reviews.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get some cross advertising going on now.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I tweeted on the way over here.
Yeah, I saw. Fantastic.
But yeah, I'm readygamefire.co.uk. That's another gaming podcast. If you're really a glutton for punishment, why not listen to us as well?
Go and do it, guys. You'll enjoy it.
There's only 60 hours of it over there, so
that's 60 hours.
Probably.
That's a lot of punishment.
Yeah, get started on it sooner rather than later, because sooner you've done it, it's out of the way.
My name is Josh Ball. I'm editor-in-chief at startreplay.com. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's goodbye from me. Goodbye. It's goodbye from Chris.
See you later. Oh, wow. I've never been on the end of that. Oh, yeah, I have.